morning.
Good morning.
We are rip, roaring, and not ready to go.
We've got to do better.
Listen, I got 4.5 hours of sleep last night. This is as good as you're going to get.
Okay.
I am me today. It's the only coffee cup I could find.
And I am Hot Mess Express. That's mine.
I feel like I'm sitting in Timbuktu in this seat today. Oh, happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everyone had a great weekend.
Hey.
Hey. How are you guys? Oh, excuse me. Coffee has not hit all the way yet. I was trying not to drink it. We went and saw Barbie last night. I was not prepared for Barbie. I guess I don't know what I was thinking going into Barbie, but I thought we were just, I don't know. I didn't realize it was gonna be so like deep. Like it's Barbie. I wasn't expecting deep. But it was good. It was a good movie. And Margot Robbie was a really good Barbie.
Yeah, she was a good Barbie.
And I was pleasantly surprised by Ryan Gosling. I love Ryan Gosling. Don't get me wrong. And he looks older. That blonde really aged him.
Yeah.
That was not like, I'm glad he's going back because the bleach blonde aged his face. For sure. But it was good. It was really good. It was funny.
Yeah, there were parts I was like, what are we watching?
Right. Like people had their like infants in the theater. And like I wouldn't say it's not adult or not. Hold on, that's not the way I'm trying to word that. I wouldn't say that it's not kid friendly, but I also wouldn't say that it's kid friendly.
Right.
If that makes any sense. Like they didn't say anything outlandish, but like it was implied.
Yeah.
Like I don't know that kids would have had fun, I guess.
Right.
Is kind of how I look at it. Right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of... Good morning. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. We are happy to have you here. That's what I was trying to say. We're doing surprisingly well this morning.
Yep.
I mean, we actually remembered we were supposed to be here. So it is a step in the right direction from Thursday. That was bad. We even talked about it while we were trying to watch Barbie. Well, but I guess I remember going to like premieres and it being like this huge deal and like everyone's there early and trying to get their popcorn and their drinks and right? I mean, like I remember going to the midnight showings. She does, doesn't she?
Yeah.
We actually have coffee this morning to go with our coffee and news. But I'm really, I guess I'm going to age myself maybe here. And I went, not really, but whatever. I went to all of the premieres, the midnight showings of Twilight. And I remember it being like, you had to get there like 2 hours early if you were trying to get popcorn. So we got there at what, 6:15 or 6:10 for a 6:45 show. And we sat in the theater by ourselves for like 30 minutes.
But to make things fair, we also went to the theater where you select your seats ahead of time.
True. That is true. And we got to lay back and relax.
Yeah, so they have reclining seats and everything. So you have a seat.
That's
It's
true.
not like you're trying to go get the best seat in the theater.
That is true. That is something that's different from when we were younger, where you had to, if you wanted that back middle seat, you better get there 2 hours early.
And you better get in line and you better be in the front.
Right.
With your popcorn and your soda.
Right.
Nobody had to rush.
That's true. I guess I don't really think that through anymore. I'm just like, no, I need I need my seat. I do not want to be stuck sitting in the front. I will leave. I watched Titanic from the front row with my brother, who bawled. It was my second time seeing it, so let's go there. He bawled like a baby the entire time. The second half of the movie, just bawling. And I'm like laughing at him in the front row, and people are looking at me like I'm mean. I'm like, no, I already know what's going to happen. This is only my third time going to see it. All right. I guess we can go ahead and jump into our cruise news.
Cruise news.
Oh, we're going to let you be the singer.
I don't know.
Barbie's
inspired me.
Oh. Oh, Crystal, he wants to see your tattoo.
Oh.
The one that spells.
One? Yeah. It spells love.
Which is such a funny topic in this house.
It is.
Because so many children are like, hey, do you know your arm spells love? And we're like, what? No. It's a great time. Just really.
Yeah. I'm a hairstylist, so it's a blow dryer and a mirror and scissors and a cord, and it spells love.
Next time we'll have to get her to wear a shirt where you can see her tattoo on her shoulder. That's travel related.
Oh, yeah.
It says let's go. All right, so the first thing we're going to hit is about the Carnival Jubilee and the new Texas star they put on the front of it.
Yeah.
And I know that, there was a sneak peek in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how many people actually believed it was happening. But it did. It has the big old Texas star on the front.
Yeah, some people thought it was a rumor or photoshopped. But it does.
And it's pretty cool. I mean, especially since it's starting in Texas. But if you're going to have a dancing of the ships, what do you, like, what are you going to do? Take it off?
Right.
Or is the Jubilee just permanently, forever in Texas?
That's what I was wondering. Is it staying there?
But with Kendall officially saying goodbye to the Mardi Gras on her social media and making a big deal about saying goodbye to the Mardi Gras, I'm guessing that they're going full Texas with this ship.
Yeah.
And we will see Kendall taking over the Jubilee as cruise director. That's my thought.
And then we're going to have to figure out how to get to Texas.
I think you get in an airplane. I mean, we're going to Texas in an airplane pretty soon.
You know what? Well, that's still 2 hours or so from the port. I think.
Maybe. I don't know. See, we really do need to do Galveston research. We don't go there.
I'm just reading that comment.
Texas, we're just gonna leave Texas, and that's one state that could just be its own place.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm honestly shocked though. I wonder if Texas was if you're putting this ship here, you have to make it more Texas.
Requirement.
It's a requirement. Why didn't you just put Mr. 305 on the one that's going to Miami? And the Celebration Mr. 305. Just make it a Pitbull themed ship in general.
Oh, God.
I mean, that would have been funny. That would have been hilarious.
Right.
You would have gone on that ship 1,000 times.
Yes, I would have.
You would have been like, Mr. 305. Y'all, we went to a Pitbull concert recently here in Charleston. And when I tell you, everybody in the crowd was like shocked, right? Because the concert was supposed to start at 6:30. And we were like, who goes to a Pitbull concert in the middle of the day? It felt like.
Yeah.
Right? Like it was going to be light outside. I was like, this is a party. This is a rave, right? Like it's Pitbull. And so we're all shocked to this concert starting at 6:30. He had no openers. He had like said, we were told, that were part of the information when we bought tickets. It was this outside festival, like with this very small stage and on the Old Navy base. And so it's a Thursday night. So people are showing up at this concert and we're thinking like you get there, doors opened at like what, 5?
5.
So everyone's there early so you can get a good spot. And he didn't come on until 9 o'clock, which makes so much more sense for Pitbull. But I was like, if I had known that, I wouldn't have showed up until like 7:30.
No, more like 8.
Right? Because the first, like the DJ was okay, but like not great. And then he had like a local Charleston rapper on and like he just couldn't work the mic. So like you would get a roll and you were like, well, is he saying words or is he just barking at us? But Pitbull was amazing. Like amazing. It was a great concert. Once he started.
The minute and a half of each song he performed.
Who?
Pitbull.
Yeah. Did he cut songs short?
Yes, he only performed like a minute and a half of each song.
Wow, I was really observant there. He was on for exactly 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Right.
It was very short. But it was a good concert. So the second order of business is the Carnival Pride, who is our pride and joy.
Yes, I love that ship. I want to go back.
So the Pride, that has been a bit of a cluster all week. With it, I don't know, did it like completely break down or they got into port and then I know they had to bring somebody on to fix the issue and then they had originally canceled the next cruise that was supposed to leave Friday. It is Mimi's cup. A cup I got her for Mother's Day, like last year, this year, I don't remember. I'm graciously borrowing it. We had to kick Mimi out. She was playing on the computer.
We should have let her stay and make a surprise appearance.
We should have. Mimi, are you downstairs? Come upstairs. I think she's watching. Yes, so anyway, my brain is turned off. They had originally canceled the next sailing, told everybody to, not to come. I mean, because it's in Europe, so people are traveling from the States over. Canceled it, was giving, reimbursements, whatever, flight reimbursements. And then now have found that they can sail on a 6-night itinerary. So just, a little shortened and are ready to go. I know they still are giving them pretty good compensation. I know they're paying for the Sunday night in the hotel or the extra night in the hotel. They're giving, the prorated 3-day refund for, their cruise and all of the packages and stuff you can buy. And they're giving $500 onboard credit per stateroom.
Wow.
I mean, that's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they were like paying for airfare change fees and stuff like that. I mean, I feel like Carnival went a little above and beyond with their reimbursements that they had going on here.
Yeah. I think we need to look up when the Pride comes back to Tampa and go.
I agree. I really love the Pride.
Only when Frankie's the cruise
Oh,
director.
Frankie. We love Frankie too. I mean, I feel like they went overboard for this compensation. Like, technically, they don't have to pay for your airfare or any of that. I mean, that's what they'll tell you to get cruise insurance for, or get insurance in general, travel insurance, because it's important. Which I did find out that you can get a yearly travel insurance, which I was shocked. And it didn't seem like it was that expensive. I looked into it through Allianz, I think it was. I think it was like $230 for the year, I believe.
Does it work for everything, like a hotel?
Yeah.
So that would be cool for just like land trips and stuff. Like,
it works for the cruise trips too, like in case something happens.
Just like a simple weekend away and you
Mhm.
get sick and can't go, you get your hotel back.
Right, I was shocked. I mean, obviously, like, I know that you can do the travel insurance when you like book this trip and everything, but it wasn't until I think it was like 3 weeks ago I found out about this annual policy, and I was like, that'd have been nice to have for last year when we went so much.
Yeah, we went 4 times?
Right. I was like, that makes like I can't foresee booking it for a year or whatever and not traveling more than once, like, or only once, because I was like, that would seem way more expensive than just getting what we have, like, through the ships and everything. Right. I think next year, I'm gonna start looking into that just travel enough, it makes it worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing, knock on wood, we've never had to use insurance,
right?
But or even think about using insurance, but you just never know, especially going on these more exorbitant, is that the word I'm looking for? No.
Yeah.
Trips, like, especially when we go to Europe, like, that's gonna be a definite. I will have something, because
the one time we did get messed up with travel, JetBlue rearranged our flights without any questions.
Right.
We were able to fly out 2 days early and didn't have to pay anything.
And they gave us TSA pre-check. That was nice. We were like, we come through and we're in the TSA line, and they were like, you guys could have gone through pre-check. Here, go over there. And we were like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, because there was a hurricane coming and they were going to shut down the airports on Friday, and that's when our flight was. So we said, we're leaving. And we got out on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have to pay anything. We didn't have insurance on that trip or anything. We were still hoping the cruise would go.
Right. Guys, we have had a run for it was like 5 years, where every year a hurricane was going to hit either where the ship was departing or Charleston, the actual date of our travel.
Yep.
And we're like, my boss, honestly, after the third year was like, okay, so you're leaving on this day, so I'm going to plan for the hurricane to hit on this day. So we're just going to go ahead and go to the mountains. I was like, that's rude.
I'm already a little nervous. I'm like, okay, so we're leaving Charleston on August 27th.
When's the hurricane getting? We're going early this year. We're shocking the system.
And then I'm like, okay, so we still have to get out of Dallas and get to Anchorage. So that's got to cover East Coast hurricanes and it's got to cover Gulf Coast hurricanes. Right. So we got to watch both.
Don't make this awkward. Don't make this scarier. We'll just reroute our we'll go to Denver instead.
And they're already canceling flights left and right. Like, I don't know what's up with these airlines right now, but they need to get it together before we leave.
I don't see that happening. They can mess up our return trip. I'll be fine. Like, we'll figure that out.
Right.
But you cannot mess up the sin trip.
I do not have the mental capacity for this.
Good morning. All right. Mimi said next Sunday she'll join us, but that she did not do her hair.
Oh my God.
And she's listening to this downstairs, so she's going to be like, oh, don't tell my business. All right. So the last little bit of news is about Virgin Voyages. The last bit of news, did I said that already?
Yeah.
Is that the Scarlet Lady went ahead and crashed into the dock in Miami. Ships are just crashing all the time now.
I think
kind of a thing.
I think they need to figure out who's making them crash.
Right? Like, whoever is crashing these ships needs to go ahead and go back to ship school. Is it driving school?
Is it the captain drinking too much?
But it should technically at that point be the pilots, right?
I don't know.
That has to be 2 pilot errors. The coffee's empty.
They got a big old hole in their ship too.
But it was able to be repaired right away, so that's good. They just miscalculated the distance to the Dolphin.
To the Dolphin?
That's what they call them. The freestanding extension of the dock used for mooring ships.
Oh, I was like, they hit a dolphin?
I know. See, that's what confuses everybody. They really got to find different names for things. Don't just name them after things.
I was so
like,
confused.
Come on. Yeah, I mean, that one wasn't that bad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, they just left later. They got a night sailing. We've done that in Tampa. Was it Tampa that we got?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. It was the first time we ever sailed out of Tampa. We were so excited to go to the Sky Bridge. And we go to the sail away party. And then we're sitting at the sail away party. And they're like, oh, by the way, we're going to be here for a couple more hours. We were like, what was the problem?
I don't remember.
I don't remember what it was. They couldn't get clearance for something.
It had something to do with customs.
Yeah, there was something going on. And so we didn't leave until 9 or 9:30 that night. And then, it takes
No, I think it was 7 because we went.
It was dark when we went on the Sky Bridge.
Was that the one that we were listening to the game?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we didn't leave the channel until after 10. 9:30, 10.
Because it takes forever to get out of that channel.
Yeah, we listened. Y'all, this is the first time we had ever booked a trip that wasn't in September, that was going to be during hockey season. And we were supposed to not make the playoffs. So we were confident that it would be okay. We made the playoffs in the last game of the regular season. So then we're on this trip and we're like, well, we're going to miss this playoff game. And so we sat outside at the table and listened to the last half of the game.
Yeah, it was like a do or die game.
Was it?
I think so. Because we moved on to the next round.
That's right. Yeah. They went all the way to the freaking Kelly Cup finals that year.
Yep.
We were idiots. Like, we're not even making the playoffs. We should have. That was it.
That's why we're not allowed to book during hockey season anymore.
But we did, didn't we?
Yep.
We did this year or last year.
Mm-hmm.
Last year.
And we missed more games.
It's all right. The boys did not so well about us.
Exactly.
No, we went on our Christmas cruise this year. We should have missed 2 games. The ice broke, so we only missed 1. It wasn't the ice, it was the Zamboni. The Zamboni broke, so we only missed 1. I was like, oh, thanks, guys. Good job. We're proud of you.
We still got to go to the game.
Yeah, we had to reschedule, which was weird,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not something that, but this is the ECHL thing that's happening when you're not making a lot of money. You're not bringing in any money. All right, well, that was the cruise news we wanted to cover today. Is there anything you wanted to say?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
No?
My Temu package came.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. I got my little charger and my mount for the plane.
Nice.
I think I'm going to give them to Mimi to put in the cruise box.
Oh, gosh. Mimi has one job.
One job.
We call her one job when we go on vacation. And she is responsible for making sure that all the like little odds and ends that we buy for like strictly cruising are kept together. And sometimes one job fails at one job. Sometimes one job has it all together.
I mean, you know how you buy stuff and then you just put it somewhere and then it's like when you're packing, you're like, where did that go?
Right.
I know I bought it, but I don't know where I put it. Yeah, I do that a lot. So we finally decided to get just one box.
So hopefully she still has everything where she says she put it. So one job down there is going to be responsible for everyone's life.
My ducks are already supposed to be in there with their duck tags.
And their beanies.
Yep.
They're little ducks with beanies on their heads. It's adorable.
And I guess my charger and my mount will go in there too. In this box. It's only like that big in the box.
Wow. I still have to do all the shopping. Crystal's way ahead of me. I need to get started because I need my rain jacket.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to get off you first thing go shopping. Actually, I think the store's closed today. It's very weird hours. All right. Well, we are going to hop off and we will see you guys. Well, there will be a video today up at 2. It is a this or that video. And then we have to film for Wednesday.
Yeah, we do.
So we don't have a video topic for you already Wednesday. Maybe we will film we don't know. We're not giving you any hints either. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.